press Control I think, and we'll just move it like so. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm trying to do stuff with my pen. All right, so I must have it on the. Okay, there we go. You know what? I think we'll pivot off of this. There we go, and then I'll just rotate it. That didn't work very well, did it? Maybe I can move it forward, maybe. Yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it, I want to get that S shape in the legs that you'll see if you start messing around with anatomy. The legs have a S shape to them on the let's do it this way. This is gonna go here. I'm killing this. I don't know. All right, let's now I got mosquitoes tearing me up. It's just an enjoyable experience. Let's see here. Yeah, that's not working at all. Hold on. All right, let's undo this. This isn't working. Cannot be that hard. Let's go back to pose mode. Let's try pose mode. So Shift P and pose brush, whatever they call it. Let's try that. And then this bit right here. Yeah, that might work a little better. And then we'll just use our brush here to push this forward just a hair. Something like that. Okay. I know her legs are thin, but she still needs a little bit of meat. Like she has no meat whatsoever. Like you can see, she does have calves and whatnots. So that's where the inflate brush is going to come in. Okay, I'm sitting at 0.2. Let's see what we got here. Let's make sure that we're doing more than front faces only. Advanced. All right, cool. This should work pretty well. All right, cool. All right, so a little bit of thickness. A little bit of thickness on this end here. That's why it's kind of good to do your stuff separately a little bit. What I mean is separating the, the top from the bottom, etc., etc. I don't know. All right, maybe I can explain this a lot better once I'm doing a voiceover. Maybe things will make more sense. All right, so we'll say that's good. Object mode. Select the arms. Go into sculpt mode. Give them a little bit of, just a tiny bit of thickness and just a tiny bit of thickness here. All right, so what are we looking at here? Maybe just a tiny bit more. My girl's narrow. Golly. All right. All right, so we'll say that's yay. Where am I at? I'm at 15 minutes. About to finish up here. So we'll go to the head here. And then I'm going to do the basis of the skull. So starting off with where the eyes would be. Wait a minute, let me get my reference photo here. Alright. There's a good one. That's a real good one. Because I get a good profile too, so I can see, what I'm saying, how high up her brow is and all that. Okay, here's another little trick here. Well, you know what? We're still beginning, so we'll wait. You know what? Scratch that. We're gonna do it. So, Control D. That'll take you into download topology. We'll press N so we can see what we're doing here. We're gonna do brush detail, and then what I want to do is bring up my wireframe. You can see that, right? So Shift F so that I can kill the strength on this brush. Now, when I use it, we can see what I'm going to replace the topology with. This is how dense my topology is going to be, is what I'm saying. So I've already covered all that I want to adjust. I don't need to dynamesh the whole thing. I just dynamesh just the front. And I didn't apply any strength because I killed the strength of the brush. Now we go back here, Control D to turn off the down topology. And now, when you go back, you can, for example, add a little strength to it again. For example, now you see how rigid or how dense or whatever my mesh is. But it's only in the front, so I like that. I learned that from Yan Sculpts. Okay, so let's dig out some eyeballs for her. Eye sockets, orbits, uh, something like that. And then what I would do also is this right here. That obviously needs to come down. So Control I to invert that selection. We'll just shift this down because it is a cheekbone, not an ear. So it probably doesn't need to be sitting up that high. She does have some massive cheekbones, but they are nonetheless cheekbones, not ears. Here, we're going to have to cut this out. So just I'm using the clay strips brush, just cut some of that out. Because everything, even no matter how stylized, is in some shape or form grounded in reality. You know what I'm saying? If you want it to look halfway realistic. So, you know. All right, now let's look at it from this side. Purpose of this picture here, we can get things like that chin there. We'll see how far out that needs to be. Crap. Let's see. All right, let's try this again. Let's box off this top of the head here, and maybe this part here too, and then we'll just grab this with a big brush and just yank it out. Now she's got a terrible underbite, or yeah, is that an underbite? I think it is. All right, so that's just to get that chin out there, and then we'll just pull that back. Trying to speed up now because I'm at the 20 minute mark roughly. All right, this here, squish that together, something like that ish. A lot of people neglect this undercarriage of the mandible. You want to make sure that that's present. We got a nose in here, right? So clear all that mask out. The nostrils, not the nostrils, but the nasal cavity, I suppose. The bridge, right? The nasal bridge. So now we're going to mask that. And go ahead and invert that, and then we'll pull that off. You can like maybe look at it from that angle and just kind of pull that out a little bit. And then pull it out some more. Use your orthographic views to your advantage. All right. So now we'll just fill that out with a little bit of clay. And then we'll zoom in a wee bit. You notice how low res I am, yeah? And that's like a key from all the good artists out there. Stay low res as possible for as long as possible. Get all your primary shapes out before you start getting into details. Yes, it does look like garbage. I don't mean mine personally looks like garbage, but I don't want to say it does, but it looks terrible, I suppose. But yes, this is a phase, you know what I'm saying? You go through the phase, get to the pretty phase near the end. Incrementally is how this thing works. Do things in increments. You don't get it all done at once. It takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Have you ever heard that? Mm-hmm. All right, so that nose, man, and the eye sockets all together. All this needs to like go in some. Okay, so the mouth, we need to like pull out kind of, you want a barrel, a cage or whatever for the mouth. More of a, you need room for the teeth, right? Oh, here's another thing. I'm not the first one telling you this, but perhaps I am. But what I should say is I'm not the first one who's mentioned this. This is something that you learn. Don't fall in love with one view. You need to constantly be orbiting about your creation here, looking at it from all the different angles. You'll always find something that needs to be fixed. And then here's a problem that I have. Step away from your work and come back. Don't become burned out. Because then you want to rush stuff and, you know what I'm saying? And then you start producing half, what do they call that? Like, half work. It's not half work. What is it? Half-hearted, yeah? Your work becomes more of a burden than a joy. You don't want that. So if you're becoming burned out, take a break. I'm trying not to get too in depth with this deal because I know I have a time limit and I've already exceeded it. So I'm about to just kill this and I don't know, maybe we'll keep going on the next one. Yeah, because we got a long way to go. She does have ears because she's got earrings. So I'm just going to make her some ears right here real quick. Like, that's where her ears are going to be. And we're going to call that good. Alright, so for now, that's going to work because I got everything I wanted to get done. I didn't get the fingers done, so I'll take that back. I didn't get everything I wanted to get done, but I got enough done. So save that and stop this. Moving on to giving the body a little bit more meat and making her look a little more feminine. And I don't know, just looking over the body a little more. And I feel like I need some hands, yeah? Alright, so we'll do that in the next video. Alright.